Welcome to Chongqing, China, one of the country's most dynamic and fast-growing megacities. Nestled in the mountainous heart of southwestern China, Chongqing is known for its dramatic skyline, winding rivers, and steep hills. Often called the Mountain City, it sits at the confluence of the Yangtze and Jialing rivers, making it a vital hub for commerce and transportation. Home to over 30 million people, Chongqing blends modern development with deep cultural roots, showcasing everything from ancient rock carvings to cutting-edge architecture. It's also famous for its spicy hot pot cuisine, vibrant night markets, and unique monorail system that passes through buildings. Whether you're exploring its history, savoring its food, or admiring its futuristic infrastructure, Chongqing offers a truly unforgettable experience. Chongqing's road and railway system is a marvel of modern engineering, uniquely adapted to the city's mountainous terrain. Known as one of China's most complex transport hubs, Chongqing features multi-layered roads, elevated highways, and countless tunnels and bridges that wind through steep hills and across wide rivers. The city is home to some of the most visually stunning interchanges in the world, such as the Huangzhouwan interchange with its 5 levels and 20 ramps. Chongqing's public transit is equally impressive, with a growing metro system that includes light rail lines capable of navigating sharp curves and steep inclines, most famously Line 2, which runs directly through a residential building in Liziba. In addition to an extensive highway network, the city is a major rail gateway in southwest China, connected by high-speed rail lines to major cities like Chengdu, Beijing, and Shanghai. Together, these systems help millions of residents and travelers move efficiently through one of China's most topographically challenging urban landscapes. Chongqing's skyline is a breathtaking fusion of bold architecture and futuristic design that captivates travelers from around the world. Rising from steep hills and riverbanks, the city's skyscrapers appear to float above the fog, earning it comparisons to a real-life, sci-fi city. Towering glass and steel structures dominate the skyline, such as the iconic Raffles City Chongqing, often called the horizontal skyscraper, due to its sky bridge that connects several towers high above the ground. The sleek, illuminated facades of the buildings come alive at night, reflecting off the Yangtze and Jialing rivers in a mesmerizing display of light and motion. With architecture that blends modern aesthetics, engineering innovation, and practical design for a mountainous landscape, Chongqing feels like a glimpse into the cities of tomorrow. From skywalks to skybars, every corner of the city offers a unique perspective that leaves a lasting impression on any visitor. Chongqing is beautifully shaped by 2 mighty rivers, the Yangtze and the Jialing, which meet at the heart of the city and play a major role in its culture, transport, and scenic charm. While swimming is generally not recommended due to strong currents and boat traffic, these rivers offer plenty of exciting activities for visitors. By day, travelers can take sightseeing cruises to explore riverfront landmarks, enjoy ferry rides between districts, or simply relax at riverside parks and promenades. You'll often see locals fishing or flying kites along the banks, especially near Nanbin Road or Chaotianmen Dock. By night, the rivers truly come alive. The city skyline glows with vibrant lights, and night cruises along the Yangtze and Jialing offer spectacular views of illuminated skyscrapers, bridges, and historic buildings reflecting off the water. Whether you're dining on a riverboat, walking across one of the colorfully lit bridges, or capturing photos of the fog-covered cityscape, Chongqing's rivers provide an unforgettable urban adventure both day and night. Chongqing is a paradise for food lovers, especially if you enjoy bold, spicy flavors. The city is world famous for its mouth-numbing hot pot, packed with chili peppers and Sichuan peppercorns that create a unique, fiery sensation. Hot pot restaurants are everywhere, from simple street-side joints to high-end dining spots with city views. In addition to hot pot, you'll find delicious local specialties like Chongqing noodles, xiaomian, spicy grilled skewers, cold spicy chicken, ko shui ji, and stir-fried frog or duck in chili oil. Street food is an essential part of the culture, with vendors offering snacks like sweet potato balls, spicy tofu, and fried buns for just a few yuan. Hot pot meal per person, $7 to $21 depending on the restaurant. Street noodles or casual local meal, $1.50 to $3.50 USD. Mid-range restaurant for 2 people, $17 to $28 USD. Coffee or drink at a cafe, $3.50 to $5 USD. As for grocery prices, 12 eggs, $1.04 to $2. Fresh vegetables per kilogram, 0.7 to 1.4. Chicken per 5 kilograms, $2.8 to 2.1. Rice 5 kilograms, $5.6 to $8.4. Apples per kilo, $1.11 to $1.17. Milk, 1 liter, $1.04 to $2. Whether you're eating out or cooking at home, Chongqing offers both flavor and affordability, especially for budget-conscious travelers or digital nomads. Chongqing is famous for its natural hot springs, thanks to its geothermal activity and mountainous terrain. These hot springs are a popular attraction for both locals and tourists, especially in the cooler months. Chongqing is located in a region with rich geothermal resources, sitting near fault zones that heat underground water. This makes it one of China's top hot spring cities, with dozens of resorts offering relaxing and mineral-rich bathing experiences. Commuting in this city is a uniquely challenging and fascinating experience, shaped by the city's steep mountains, deep valleys, and rivers. Unlike most flat cities, this one is built vertically. Its neighborhoods are stacked on cliff sides, bridges connect highlands to lowlands, and streets often wind in spirals instead of straight lines. This geography has forced the city to develop one of the most innovative and layered transportation systems in China. Locals rely heavily on a mix of elevated highways, multi-level roads, and massive bridges to get around. It's common for a single building to have entrances on 2 or 3 different floors that connect directly to roads at different elevations. The city's metro system, including its iconic monorail lines, Line 2 and Line 3, is designed to handle the dramatic elevation changes by running through buildings, over rivers, and along the sides of cliffs. In some areas, public escalators and elevators are used just to get from one street level to another. One of the most notable is the Crown Escalator, one of the longest outdoor escalators in Asia, helping people navigate between downtown levels. Locals also use buses, electric scooters, and Didi, China's Uber, although driving can be tricky for newcomers due to the city's maze-like road system. In older neighborhoods, narrow alleys and staircases are still the norm, and many residents climb hundreds of steps daily just to reach their homes or a local market. Despite the complexity, Chongqing's residents move with ease, used to navigating this vertical city with a mix of modern technology and old-fashioned footwork. It's a perfect example of how infrastructure can evolve to fit the natural landscape instead of forcing the land to conform. Chongqing is rapidly emerging as one of China's leading hubs for technology and innovation, driven by ambitious smart city initiatives aimed at transforming urban life. As part of the Chinese government's Western development strategy, Chongqing has become a testing ground for AI, big data, 5G networks, and intelligent transportation systems. The city has developed several smart zones, such as the Liangjiang New Area, which is home to high-tech industrial parks, research centers, and startup incubators. These zones focus on cutting-edge sectors like autonomous driving, robotics, cloud computing, and smart manufacturing. Chongqing is also a key player in the Digital China initiative, integrating sensors and data platforms into public services like traffic management, energy use, and waste collection. Residents benefit from smart payment systems, facial recognition in metro stations, and AI-powered surveillance that enhances both convenience and security. The city is also collaborating with major tech firms like Alibaba, Tencent, and Huawei to implement 5G-powered infrastructure, pilot smart street lighting, and expand intelligent healthcare systems. Additionally, Chongqing's commitment to green development includes smart environmental monitoring tools to track air and water quality in real time. This blend of urban development and tech-driven planning is not only modernizing daily life for locals, but also positioning Chongqing as a model smart city of the future, particularly in the context of adapting advanced technologies to a geographically challenging environment. Rooftop bars in Chongqing offer some of the most unforgettable views in China, especially those overlooking the Yangtze and Jialing rivers. Because of the city's unique topography, stacked high on cliffs and hills, the skyline is dramatic, and the rivers snake through the heart of the city like glowing ribbons at night. Rooftop bars take full advantage of this natural and urban beauty, giving visitors panoramic views of illuminated bridges, futuristic skyscrapers, and the shimmering water below. One of the most popular areas for upscale rooftop experiences is Chifeng Bay Central Business District, where many high-rise hotels and towers have stylish sky lounges or outdoor terraces. Bars like those at the Niccolo Chongqing, Glenview ITC Plaza, or JW Marriott offer luxurious settings, signature cocktails, and unbeatable vistas of the confluence where the Yangtze meets the Jialing. You can sip a drink while watching cruise boats glide along the river, or catch the skyline lighting up just after sunset, a favorite time for both tourists and locals. Whether you're looking for a romantic evening, a social gathering, or just an incredible photo op, Chongqing's rooftop bars deliver a unique combination of nightlife, scenery, and urban elegance that's hard to find anywhere else. Chongqing's ever-evolving cityscape has given rise to a fascinating trend: abandoned factories and buildings being repurposed into vibrant art and cultural spaces. As the city modernized rapidly over the last 2 decades, many old industrial sites were left behind. Rather than demolish them, local artists and developers saw an opportunity to preserve the raw, gritty beauty of these structures and turn them into creative hubs. One of the most well-known examples is the Testbed 2 art district in the Yiling area, a former printing factory that has been transformed into a multifunctional space filled with galleries, coffee shops, bookstores, murals, studios, and performance venues. The industrial vibe, exposed brick walls, rusted beams, and large open spaces adds a unique atmosphere that draws in photographers, art lovers, and young creatives. Other hidden gems include smaller independent spaces popping up in Zhoulangpo and Yuzhong district, where street art, installations, and underground exhibitions are breathing new life into forgotten corners of the city. These spots not only celebrate Chongqing's working-class heritage, but also reflect a growing artistic spirit that blends history, innovation, and local identity. For travelers looking for something beyond tourist hotspots, these creative zones offer a raw, authentic, and visually rich experience unlike any other. Chongqing's cultural soul shines through its vibrant local opera and traditional performances, which offer visitors a window into the city's deep artistic roots. One of the most celebrated forms is Chuangju, Sichuan opera, a centuries-old regional style known for its dramatic storytelling, colorful costumes, and iconic face-changing bianlian technique. This mesmerizing act, where performers rapidly change painted masks with a flick of the head or wave of the hand, is unique to Sichuan opera and continues to astonish audiences of all ages. You can catch live performances at venues like the Chongqing Sichuan Opera Theater or in more intimate settings at cultural parks and tourist areas like Chikikou Ancient Town, where street performers blend traditional music, acrobatics, and comedy. Aside from opera, Chongqing also hosts shadow puppet shows, folk music ensembles, and traditional dance performances that are often part of seasonal festivals or temple fairs. These shows highlight local legends, historic tales, and even modern stories adapted into classical formats. For travelers seeking an authentic cultural experience, attending a traditional performance is not just entertainment, it's a living connection to Chongqing's artistic heritage, passed down through generations and proudly kept alive in the heart of the city. Chongqing has Spring Festival and Lantern Festival celebrations, blending rich tradition with the city's vibrant local flair. Citywide transformation from late January to mid-February. Chongqing becomes a sea of red, with lanterns and decorations adorning Jiefengbei, Xiqikou, and countless streets, symbolizing prosperity and warmth. Ancient town festivities. Xiqikou and Shizhou ancient towns host massive lantern exhibits, temple fairs, dragon lion dances, folk music, bonfire gatherings, and communal feasts like 1,000-meter-long feast and Go Dragon Feast Banquet. City parks in full swing. More than 1,000 cultural and tourism activities across the city include calligraphy workshops, flower and tulip exhibitions, e.g., Elling Park, Nanshan Botanical Garden, interactive crafts, and folk performances. Boat parades on the Yangtze and Jialing rivers are one of the most visually striking traditions in Chongqing, combining cultural celebration with the city's deep connection to its waterways. These parades usually take place during major festivals, especially the Lantern Festival, Dragon Boat Festival, and National Day celebrations, and feature beautifully illuminated boats, traditional music, fireworks, and performances on floating stages. The boats are often decorated with dragon heads, lanterns, or symbolic figures from Chinese mythology, sailing in elegant formations beneath the city's glowing bridges and dramatic skyline. During the Lantern Festival, for example, you might see a fleet of lantern-lit vessels drifting slowly down the rivers, while fireworks burst overhead and crowds gather on the Chaotianmen docks to watch. During the Dragon Boat Festival, competitive races with long, narrow dragon boats are held, especially in suburban or nearby river towns like Fuling or Wanzhou, where teams row to the beat of traditional drums. These parades and events are not only festive and fun, they reflect Chongqing's heritage as a river city, honoring its past as a key port and gateway along the Yangtze. For visitors, watching or taking part in a river parade is a stunning way to experience the city's energy, tradition, and scenic beauty all at once. Chongqing offers a fascinating contrast between sleek, modern shopping malls and lively, old-style night markets, each reflecting a different side of the city's personality. In districts like Jifeng, Guanyinzhou, and Nanping, you'll find towering malls such as Paradise Walk, Chongqing IFS, and Starlight 68, filled with international fashion brands, designer boutiques, luxury cinemas, and gourmet food courts. These malls are air-conditioned, high-tech, and often come with spectacular rooftop views of the skyline. They cater to a younger, urban crowd and provide a global shopping experience similar to what you'd find in Beijing or Shanghai. In contrast, Chongqing's night markets, like those in Sichiko Ancient Town, Nanbin Road, and Shopping Ba, offer a far more local and sensory-rich experience. Here, narrow alleys are packed with sizzling street food, handmade crafts, quirky fashion stalls, and bargain shops, all lit by glowing lanterns and buzzing with the sound of vendors and music. You can snack on spicy skewers, browse souvenirs, or sip milk tea while watching street performers and local artists at work. While malls represent the city's modern aspirations, night markets preserve its grassroots charm and communal spirit. For travelers, experiencing both offers a deeper understanding of Chongqing's blend of old and new, where tradition and progress thrive side by side. Chongqing's slower, more traditional side comes to life in its deep-rooted calligraphy, mahjong, and tea house culture, timeless practices that remain a beloved part of daily life. In local parks and cultural centers, you'll often see elderly residents practicing calligraphy with water brushes on stone tiles, elegantly writing ancient Chinese characters in a fluid, meditative style. Calligraphy is not only an art form here, but a spiritual exercise, an expression of patience, balance, and self-discipline passed down through generations. Equally popular is mahjong, a fast-paced tile game that is almost a daily ritual for many Chongqing locals. In back alleys, open-air squares, and especially in tea houses, you'll hear the rhythmic clatter of tiles and the chatter of players immersed in friendly competition. Mahjong is more than a game, it's a social glue, a way for families, neighbors, and friends to bond, share news, and relax. This naturally blends into Chongqing's rich tea house culture, where traditional tea houses serve not only fragrant local teas, but also offer spaces for conversation, storytelling, music, and sometimes even live Szechuan opera. These tea houses, often nestled in quiet courtyards or historic streets like Sikiko, are sanctuaries of calm in a fast-paced city, where time slows down and culture thrives in every sip and sound. Together, calligraphy, mahjong, and tea houses form a living tapestry of Chongqing's everyday elegance, offering travelers a glimpse into the soulful traditions that still shape the city's identity. In a city as vertically built as Chongqing, escalators and elevators aren't just conveniences. They're vital parts of the urban infrastructure, and some have even become tourist attractions in their own right. Known as the Mountain City, Chongqing's extreme elevation changes mean that many neighborhoods sit at drastically different heights, making walking from one area to another feel like a mini hike. To solve this, the city has developed a network of unique public escalators and cliffside elevators that help residents and visitors move between levels efficiently. One of the most iconic is the Crown Escalator in the city center, which stretches nearly 112 meters, 367 feet, and is one of the longest outdoor escalators in Asia. It connects Lisbon and Shangxin Street and offers an unforgettable ride through a dimly lit tunnel, once nicknamed Chongqing's underground roller coaster. Another impressive structure is the Hongya Cave vertical elevator, which whisks people from the riverside up to the cliff-top market area in seconds, saving what would otherwise be hundreds of stairs. These transport solutions are not just practical, they're also deeply woven into the city's identity, blending engineering innovation with the landscape's natural contours. For travelers, riding these escalators and elevators is a unique and oddly charming way to explore the city, where even going up and down becomes part of the adventure.